You bet you. Dr. Patricia Andrews in the house. So before we dive into the backpacks, how would you rate Bridget's posture looking at her standing on that Segway?
Fabulous. She has to, because otherwise she won't be able to move that thing around very well. So
there you go.
Yeah.
I'll let her know that she's getting an A+ from you. But when it comes to backpacks, parents aren't always getting an A+ when it comes to the choice that they get for their kids and how they allow their kids to wear them. So let's talk a little bit about the science behind this. How frequently are parents making mistakes with backpacks?
I think people think that we got to take a lot of things to school, so it's got to be the bigger the better, right? And bigger the better is not good, especially kids growing up and they're developing at this stage and their bodies can't take that excessive weight on their backs. So we have to make sure that they're fit properly.
Okay, so let's talk about what qualifies as a good fit for a backpack. Now, I'm the type of guy, I've got my gym clothes in a backpack and I'll, usually carry it on airplanes or whatever, and I sling it over my one shoulder. I'm assuming that does not qualify as Patricia Andrews certified wear.
Definitely not. No. I mean, we're all guilty of doing that, yes? Yeah. But the best thing is to put both straps on. If you have any sort of buckle strap for the waist, that should be done up. And the backpack should really be, if we'll have Brittany come in and demonstrate. Yeah, we'll put the backpack on her and show you that the backpack for her is, you got it there? Okay, so just let it go here. So that is hanging loose, correct? And it's not giving her any support, and you put any weight in here and it's going to cause problems on her shoulders.
Okay.
So we need to tighten up the straps. So if your child is...
Should there be any give then when it comes to the straps?
Well, yes, there should be some comfort to it, but is that tightened all the way? Yeah. So there should be some comfort, and if you can put your hands underneath, that should be okay. The strap should be thick, quite thick and padded for the shoulders. And if you turn around this way to the side, Brittany, the top of the backpack should be just at shoulder level, and the bottom, and actually this one's a little bit big for Brittany, but it should just be hitting her in the small of her back. Okay.
Now I noticed this one also has the attachments on the side, the straps around the front. Are those important, or are those kind of just additional support depending on the situation, the weight that the bag might have?
If they're there, they should be used, yes. It is important to use them. I know a lot of kids don't. I would say the waist one is more important than the top one, but perfect. That's good.
There you go. That is phenomenal. You like have learned how to backpack walk like on the runways in Milan.
She's done very well.
Now you talked about the weight being certainly the key factor in all of this. What's the maximum weight? Is there a ratio, or how should parents gauge what's too much?
So about 10 to 15% of the child's body weight, and no more than that. I would say 10%. So, weigh that backpack. Kids like to throw in all their textbooks and stuff, and they're really, really heavy, and it's just going to cause problems. Strains on the neck can cause nerve damage into the arms. There's problems. So 10 to 15% of the child's body weight.
All right, now you're talking about jamming things in. Is there any sort of science, perhaps, how you pack a bag in terms of weight distribution and things like that?
Yep. Best to put the heaviest things closest to the body, so what's going to be right against the spine and the back, and the lighter things further away from the back, so that's distributed equally. And try to distribute things equally from side to side as well if you can. You got a water bottle on one side, put something that'll distribute the weight on the other side as well.
So you don't wind up with some sort of like awkward tilt, right?
Exactly.
Now, I would imagine it's going to be a very hard sell to get the teenagers on board with taking on this particular sort of approach to backpack wear. But when it comes to younger kids, what kind of impact does this have on them, on their spine, on their posture?
Well, if they constantly wear it on one shoulder, it's going to cause some distortions in their posture. If that backpack was really, really heavy, what happens is the kids lean forward, their heads go forward, right, to keep that backpack balanced, their body balanced with the backpack. And so that causes strain on the neck, headaches. You can cause, like I said, nerve damage into the arms. There's all sorts of things that can go wrong. So it's very important that these backpacks are fit properly.
So just to summarize everything then, for the parents at home, what is essentially the best advice you can give to them when it comes to choosing a backpack for the new school year?
So lightweight backpack, something that has thick padded straps. it should be from the top of the shoulders to the just above the backside, yes? And make sure it's no more than 10 to 15% of the body weight of your child.
Perfect. I will go out and I will throw out my backpack as it does not qualify. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure,
welcome.
Patricia, having you in the
Thank
studio.
you.
That's Dr. Patricia Andrews taking a closer look at all your backpack needs heading into the new school season. Don't go too far. We're just going to take a moment to catch our breaths, and we'll be back with more DT coming right up.
This portion of Dinner Television is brought to you by Alberta's Chiropractors. Feel better, move better, live better.